Hi, my name's Ben Ferns and I'm the founder of Variant. This video is going to show you how to use the Launch SDK with a pre-existing Playcanvas project. The Launch SDK enables you to write standard WebXR code in any 3D engine and have it run on Android and on iOS directly from the browser. We have pretty comprehensive documentation at launch.variant3d.com, so I advise checking that out to get started. We also have a starter kit available for Playcanvas, which is accessible via a link in the description for this video or via our documentation. However, for this demo, what we're going to do is pretend that we're kind of starting with a pre-existing project that we're going to add WebXR support to. So if I go to New, and I will use the official AR starter kit for Playcanvas. This will work fine on Android's out of the box because Chrome supports WebXR immersive AR sessions. However, it won't do anything on iOS because Apple doesn't support WebXR currently. So what we're going to do is enable that support and make sure everything runs through launch and runs smoothly. So if I open the editor, first thing we need to do is add the SDK URL. So we're actually loading the JavaScript in. And add our SDK key. Luckily, that's a one-step process. We go to Settings, find the External Scripts section over here. We want to add one URL. So let's type one in, and then we need to get the URL to the SDK key. At this point, you should hopefully have signed up for Variant Launch for a free developer account. And on logging in, you'll see that the project has already been generated for you. And what you can do, scroll down to the bottom and then just copy this script. Clicking anywhere on it will copy the script tag. We need to do a little bit of an edit to it because we obviously don't need the entire script tag. So I'm just going to pull the URL out of this, including the little redirect bit. So everything between the two quotes. And then we will go back and we will add this into our scene here, and that looks okay. So now that will load the external script at the beginning, and that will get you WebXR support on iOS. There's a few more things we need to do though, just to make sure that the Playcanvas engine and the Launch SDK are both getting along together. So what we're going to do from here is make sure the background is transparent so that you can see through to the video feed that's happening beyond the canvas that you're drawing to. In this case, you'll need to go to AR camera or whatever camera you have in the scene and just confirm that the clear color is set to 0 alpha. So here you can see RGB A is 0, that's this slider here. And that makes sure that the camera's not going to render a background color or anything like that. The next stage is back to settings, into rendering, and just make sure that transparent canvas here is enabled. And again, that's another thing that's going to let you see through the canvas to the actual video feed underneath. So once those two are done, we're into just some tweaks that are optional but kind of preferred. Our Variant Launch starter kit, which I'm going to open up here, has a script in it that I'd advise just grabbing and using, but you can obviously write your own to do the same thing. So this code does two things. One, it makes sure that we don't use the default Playcanvas view, which embeds an iframe on the page, and that means that we can't do some WebXR stuff due to privacy restrictions in the browser. So all we do is use the version of the link that has a /e in it. The E is for embed, and it basically just uses the actual page that's normally embedded in the iframe. You have control over this if you just make sure that all the links you use publicly are the version with the /e/p, and you can add that to any link that's /p. If you do that, then everyone will get the embedded version automatically. Definitely recommend doing that because using this approach, people will get here and then they'll see a refresh. So this is kind of just to catch anyone who's fallen through that net somehow reached your Playcanvas project via another link other than the one you sent out. And we also just double make sure that we are setting the HTML tag and the body tag to be transparent. Again, that's to see through to the video layer, which is going to be underneath on iOS. So you can basically copy paste this into your project and you should be good to go. Then at that point, you should make sure that the domain name that Playcanvas uses for presenting, which is this shortened version, is in your domain list. Let me just add that there. And also, if you want to be able to use the preview, add playcanvas.com as well, because that's what the editor uses. So at this point, we've done everything we need to do to get the Launch SDK integrated with our Playcanvas project. All that's left to do is publish it. So we go to publish, pops up the public link. We can, of course, download the zip and host it ourselves. You'll notice the public link doesn't have the /e that we wanted in it. You can either add that manually before the /b or just click on that link and you'll get the embedded version up here because our script redirects us. The next stage would be to generate your launch codes. This is just a quick and easy way of getting iOS users into the launch viewer so that they can see the WebXR experience. So that's it. That's all you need to do to get WebXR on iOS using Variant Launch. If you have any questions, Discord is available. You can get to it from the docs page. There's a link in the top right or at the top of your homepage on Variant Launch. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what you're going to build. Thank you.